Alright guys, I'm No Sleeves 12 and this is another episode of Short Side Wristers, an NHL EA NHL 19 podcast slash video series I do. Been a hot minute, but I am back. Today I want to discuss, what do you do now? It's like May. Get off the counter, idiots! So what do you do now? It's May. I want to discuss the things that I'm going to be doing, whether it be on stream or off, to keep me at least somewhat interested in the game, as well as what I think you guys should look forward to and work on going into the next game. So let's jump into it. First things first, if you're playing Hut still, what you need to start doing is building the team you want. If you've been watching my content lately, in the past week really, I showed you guys my all-time Sharks build, and it isn't just their best players. I also have one for Dallas, and I'm going to be having a few coming out very shortly on my channel, and it's going to be kind of a blueprint, or what I think would be the most creative of all the team builds. It's not just the highest rated cards. For example, Jeremy Roenick isn't on my Sharks build, even though he's a 94. He wasn't really a good Shark. So if you want to check those out, again, check them out there on my channel. But make the team that you want. Having all 99s, I mean, guys, I had the best team on PlayStation all year long. And it was good, fun, cool. Now everyone's got that. The guys that are still playing Hut, diehards for sure. Why not play with the guys that you just want to play with? There are so many players out there that just go after the best card because they think it gives them the best advantage, which it normally does. Why not just play with the guys you want to play with? All year long, I really didn't have any Sharks on my roster because, well, there wasn't that many high-rated ones other than Burns and Carlson. And now I get to just, have a blast rocking 91 Graves and Scott Hannon on the blue line. And the past few streams have been great with that team. So, guys, build the team that you want to build. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be like, isn't that what you do in Hut all year long? And I'm going to be like, well, yeah, I guess for some, but there's so many people that just chase the best card. Go after the ones you want now. Now's the time. Next thing I would suggest is ignore, if they're going to do more restricted comp seasons like the European one now, ignore the crappy team that you might have. This is the lineup I used the other night, and I went 6-2. It's just more fun. Like, if you're going to there's going to be some games where you run into someone who's fantastic, but there's some pride in beating someone with a stacked 99 overall team when you've got, gold Thomas Plekanec pot and goals for you. Again, guys, this is now the time to just stop worrying about maybe your record or how good your team is and just try to compete and play in everything that's there, because again, the content is going to start winding down. So these restricted comp seasons, want to play in all of them regardless of your team. Next, this is a perfect time to try and get better. While there's very few people still remaining playing the game religiously, the ones that are, a lot of the hardcore players. What I would recommend doing, go to worldgaming.com. They have a $50 weekly challenge where you can play your Hut team and play as many games as you can, and you might win some money. These usually have a few of the top players in them, so why not try and see how much better you can get by playing the top remaining talent still in the game? And you never know, you might win some coin. It's, you're going to be playing NHL anyways, might as well try and see if you can. So again, guys, that's on worldgaming.com. Create an account, go to the NHL tournaments, and you'll see all the listings and dates for them. Right now, they look like they're running a lot of Hut. I know they are also working on a ladder season build where you're going to play a kind of season for a bigger prize pool, so that's something to watch out for as well. Next up, probably my biggest tip on what you should be doing now, because again, the cycle is almost done, and we're moving into the summer, so NHL does kind of take a back seat. Go sign up for leaguegaming.com. If you guys don't know what it is the most competitive sixes in North America for sure. You start as your own player. You sign up, you're going to get assigned to the CHL. There's a full 60-team CHL roster on PlayStation and Xbox, and you start your career and work your way up. You can get drafted, whole bunch of stuff. If you have any questions about League Gaming, come hit me up. If you already play League Gaming and you may be taking a break like I did last season, the summer season is the best. Let me explain why. Pressure, kind of off. A lot of players don't play summer season because, well, it's the summer. They don't have a lot of time. But if you're around Sunday to Wednesday and you can make 3 games a week after 9 p.m., you totally should, because this is a great time to work on your game, play a position maybe that you don't normally play. Like if you're a defenseman, play forward, because when the next game comes out in, whether that be in September or whatever, you're going to be ready for that next season, and you're going to be in better shape. Again, guys, this is all about just trying to improve at this point, if you are still playing, because if you're not getting better, might as well go play franchise mode, or maybe that's what you do, which is totally cool. But yeah, if you're still going to play, sixes now would be the time, because again, there's a lot less pressure in the summer season on League Gaming. And if you have any questions about signing up or what the league is about, please let me know in the comment section. Last thing I want to talk about, guys, how you play. So throughout my entire tenure as a content creator, basically my channel is based around helping you guys get better at the game. It's how I started. How to suck less is my biggest videos all year long, and this year was no different. If you play a certain way, you watch my videos, you play a certain way, whether it be you just go for the short side wrister, which is fine, maybe just the 1T. What I want you to do is, if you're just using the overload all season, try behind the net. Try crash the net. Try putting your wingers on their strong side for a 20-game span. This is the time, again, guys, to just mess around. Your record is whatever. The cards, even if you get the highest rated Hut Champs cards, it's like, who cares really? Because, again, it's ending. You want to prepare for the next game. And the best way to do that is to, work on things that you don't normally work on. So I struggle with behind the net. Sometimes it does work for me very well, but maybe get better at adjusting to players that are clogging that middle of the ice. Switch to behind the net and see if you can't, practice a little bit more and get those new strategies that you might incorporate into the next game. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but again, try just ripping clappers off the wing with correct-handed players. If that works for you, maybe it fits your strategy a little bit better, and maybe next year you'll be a little bit more consistent. So guys, those are the main in-game things you guys should be paying attention. Man, they're just literally in my camera the second it turns on now. Hey! Anyways, another thing you want to do, pay attention to the Gaming World Championships. I will be at the American and Canadian regionals, and hopefully in Vegas as well for the finals. Pay attention to them, not just because, it's the GWC, but first of all, it's Hut, and there was a draft involved. All the results are on Twitter. You can see who drafted who and whatnot. It's the great, the regionals and the draft and like that make it way more interesting than just seeing versus. So if you guys want to see that content, that's kind of cool. But when you actually see the games, it's still going to be Hut at the regionals. These are some of the top players in the world. Try and watch and pick out what they're doing. And I'm not talking about how they score their goals, because anyone can do that, and it's not really going to teach you anything by just looking at how someone scores. Best way to notice and how to get better and actually watch someone else's gameplay and use it, how do they enter the zone? How do they defend the forecheck? Do they break out using the controlled or single side slant, slap it up the boards? Those little tips and tricks, do they spin around the net when they're cycling around? Like, those are the things that you should watch for. It's what I watch for when I'm doing my commentary of esports. Those are the things that can help you get better, and 100% be watching for that, because I know that'll at least be on Twitch. Not to mention, it's going to be a good time. Arda and Nash are going to be calling all the gameplay, so it'll be a great event regardless. So, guys, those are my tips and things that I would do now going into the summer. So if you guys have any comments and any things that you're going to be doing personally, let me know. And keep subscribing, whatnot. I will be having content released, basically every day. Again, I moved into my new place. Cats seem to enjoy it. All right, you guys, have a good one.